Greetings, M squared, and we are going to solve some linear equations, and these ones are a little different than the ones we've been working on because they have x's on both sides of the equal sign. That really confuses students sometimes, but remember, just like we moved a constant from one side of the other by if it was added we subtracted it, or if it was subtracting we added it, that's the same thing we do with x terms. Same as we did with constant terms, we do with x terms. This is an x term. If I want to move it on this side, because I want to get all the x's together, that is my goal when I'm solving for x, then I have to do the opposite. If we're minusing 8x, then I can add 8x to get rid of it on this side, but whatever I do to this side, I have to do to this side. So I just add the whole term to the other side. Now 40 minus 0 is just 40, so on the left side I have 40, and a negative 10x plus 8x is negative 2x. Now, it's a one-step equation. I'm just going to get my x alone by doing the opposite of multiplying by negative 2, which is dividing by negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1, and 1x is x, and 40 divided by negative 2 is, well, the positive divided by a negative is a negative, and 2 goes into 4 2 times, and it goes into 0 0 times. So it is negative 20. And you can check that by plugging it back in. Now, when you have x's on both sides, let me just go over that check because we haven't done that yet. What I do is I put the x into this side and to this side, and I want to make sure that both sides are equal. So 40 minus 8 times negative 20. I'm going to do that first, and I got a 200, and I'm hoping that it equals 200 on the other side. So let's see. Negative 10 times negative 20 does equal 200. So when there's x's on both sides, when I check, I want to make sure that both sides equal the same amount. Moving on to this one, I always try to, and I didn't do it over here, but if you want to avoid dividing by a negative, what you can do is look at your x's. I have a 2x over here and a negative 1x over here. So if I move it to this side, then I can always have a positive x because I move it to the side with the bigger x term. So I'm going to add x to this side. Now, if you want to then do that and bring the negative 8 and 7 down, you can, but what I do sometimes is I do both of them at once, and I'll just do it in a different color so you can see it. I also am going to move my constant term over. If I move my x's to the left, I want to move my number or my constant terms to the right. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides at the same time. Well, this gets 0, and 7 plus 8 is 15. So now I have 15 on the right side. X minus x cancels out here. It gets a 0. And 2x plus x is 3x. So it's okay to do it that way. If you would prefer to do a step by step, then you can, have an extra step in there. But I like to just move both of them at the same time. We're going to divide by 3 to get rid of our coefficient of 3 on the x. And that gets us x alone, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. Again, if we put a 5 in there, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. So over here we put our 5 in, 7 minus 5 is 2. When 2 equals 2, we know we're right. We have the right answer. So remember, when you have x's on both sides, or variables on both sides, you simply move them just like you move the constant terms. You look at the sign in front of it, and you do the opposite of whatever that sign tells you. Good luck. M squared, signing out.